Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking on Loatheb in heroic mode with Warrior. And we're mulliganing pretty exclusively for Execute, which is our way to get rid of this Fen Creeper early and buy a bit of life back. But we don't get it. This combo can turn good. Ooh, in a rage. Give me that Execute. Yeah, taking 6 damage per turn while you're not able to get much out is rough. What spells you got, Loatheb? You got all the Spore Bursts in the world. For free. And use the coin. A shade, okay. We're gonna want to do something like Frothing Whirlwinds. That's gonna be good for us. But need an Execute.
Here it comes.
May as well take some damage out. Does not trade. Okay, so I'm gonna trade that way, I think. Really need Executes for this plan to work.
The blade be thirsty.
Here it comes.
There we go. Okay, finally have some board control, and then that happens. Okay, there you go, my wonderful whirlwind plans. So that's +8. I think it's gonna be enough. I think we armor up for now.
Speak to me.
Wait till we have a few things out.
Naxxramas is all.
I think we have to do something like this. Can we afford to take 3 damage is the question. He'll trade with one of these guys anyway. So I'm gonna armor up so I don't die. Yep. Another one? Or a trade. Faithless. Aw. Thought it might be dumb and do that. Okay, well I have my whirlwind. If only I could help that not die. Can Execute. Commanding Shout. Well, there's a lot to do here.
Watch this.
We'll try not to die. You take it out yet? Not yet, I don't think. Try to get more minions on the board. Yeah, another Spore Burst, that makes sense. But I get some armor for it at least. Getting a little low on cards though, that's scary. Don't have an owl. So that's 4 and 3 is 7 damage incoming. Can take it out with this though if I kill 1 Spore Burst. So if I take that guy out, he has 3 damage. So I think I'm fine. I don't think I need my shield block yet. I can be a little greedy here. And go Frothing. Acolyte.
Let the pain speak to me.
Whirlwind. Okay, we'll get a bunch of armor for. Yeah. Take him out? Yeah, that I have to do. Okay, starting to put some pressure on. Death Bloom makes sense. What else you got? Another one? Okay. Okay, well I'm running him low on cards, though I'm also gonna die, which isn't a great feeling. I can slam that. I think I Whirlwind? May as well. Shield block first. Buy myself some more health.
Bring the pain.
Patience. Patience. Yeah, that's pretty bad play. Don't have an execute though to kill that guy for free. I do have a Whirlwind. Brawl, interesting. I have to take that out, that's disappointing.
Try this. Bring the back to work.
Okay. This is looking good now. That's what you top deck. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Damn. Still, I can get a lot of armor from it. Do I Whirlwind? I don't think I Whirlwind just yet. I cannot face. I'm happy about that.
Strike.
For now I'm gonna play it safe. He needs 11 turns to kill me. I need less than 11 to kill him. As soon as he gets a spore out. Uh-oh. Not cool. That's not cool. I think here we hope for a shield block, which we don't get. Best way for me to kill it, I think, though. But that's gonna get me a lot of armor.
Strike.
Spore burst can be pretty painful now. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 3.
Strike.
Back up to 20 health, baby. Okay. 11 and 3 is 14. Not quite the one. Oh, maybe.
I'm almost out of cards.
16. Is this true? 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 and 3 is 14. And 2 is 16. One short. Don't see a good way to win just yet. What I'm gonna do is just keep the board. Hope he doesn't get a ridiculous top deck that fucks me up. Yeah, we'll save this. Never know when we might need it. Though we might draw into another weapon. Okay, that's victory. Loatheb taken down.
I'm out of cards.
And it did take our entire deck. Let's see, max BM. Add that to a 2.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Bye bye, Loatheb! No spores saving you now.
You keep killing my minions. Stop it! Stop it right this minute!
Now this is a relatively cheap deck. We'll go over the deck list. Okay, so here's the deck we used. I call it Spore Fighter. It's relatively cheap, only has one legendary, and Millhouse was far from the deciding factor in this game. Okay, let's go through it. So we have Inner Rages. These are pretty good, I think. They're, you might be, if you haven't seen it, you might be familiar with it. It's basically an effect Cruel Taskmaster has. Deal 1 damage to minion and give it +2 attack. You can use it to one-shot spores or to, for 0 mana, prep something for an execute. So for example, that early Fen Creeper means you're taking 6 damage per turn instead of just 3 from the hero power, which can put you down low very quick. But if you have Inner Rage Execute combo, bam, that thing's gone and the board is a lot more manageable. And often you want to hit those spores at the right time to power up your minions a lot. Shield Slam is just great removal, comboed with Shield Block especially, which is pretty important for buying you more life because you're going to get low on life very quickly. Upgrade is a little questionable. He runs a lot of weapon removal like Acidic Swamp Ooze, and I think Loatheb also has that skeleton one with a death rattle of destroying your weapon. But the idea behind having a 1-3 weapon is to be able to kill the spores without using your minions. There will be turns where you have a board where you're like, oh, if I could just kill those spores, I will have lethal. But you don't want to use a minion to attack because you want your minion to attack the hero. So Upgrade gives you a way to pick off those spores without using your minions. Whirlwind just works so well against the spores and can combo really well with things like Armor Smith, Frothing Berserker, and Acolyte of Pain even. Whirlwind MVP also can just set up and execute again if you want to get rid of that Fen Creeper early. And it of course kills all the spores in one go. So if there are like 4 spores out and you have minions above 1 health, you Whirlwind and suddenly have 32 attack per minion and will kill him very quickly. Cleave, I'm not sure about. You'll notice some of them I just put in 1 card because you don't want a lot of them stuck in your hand, but there are situations where they're good. Cleave is one of those 2. You can take out 2 spores, again, without using your minions. Commanding Shout, the idea is that I might actually put 2 of these in. I think it's really good because you often will have a minion buff to like a 17-2 or something, but need to take out something like a Fen Creeper or a Faceless Manipulated copy of it, and you want that minion not to die so you can use it again because it's so valuable. Commanding Shout lets you use your minions for trades without them dying. I think it's pretty good in this matchup. I might trade it in for instead of the Cleave. Slams are to set up executes, basically. It is very important to get rid of that early Fen Creeper in the first couple turns, or you're going to be way, way behind, and life is going to be very hard. Armor Smith is amazing in this matchup. The hero, the AI usually just goes for your face. It seldom trades, which means if you get a few minions out, again, you'll be low in life early. This can really get you back into the game. If you have a few minions out, you whirlwind, you do some trades. It's often going to get a huge buff from the spores. Ends up being really valuable. Cruel Taskmaster is to finish off spores, as we saw in this game, or to set up things for execute, the usual. Same spiel as Inner Rage, just cast 2 mana and get a minion out. If you put this out and one-shot a spore, it also gets the buff immediately, which is nice. Millhouse Mana Storm is just for a bit of a tempo play early. He can be an effective way to help you take out the Fen Creeper early. As we saw, you risk the enemy playing a bunch of spells, but whatevs. He's only legendary and far from critical. Nerubian Egg is mostly because he's going to keep doing spore bursts and things, so this acts as a bit of disincentive. Like if he kills off some of your other 1 health things, you suddenly have a 4/4 out, so that ends up being valuable. And he's usually not shy about activating it even if you have Nerubian Eggs out, unlike Grand Widow Felina, who will tend not to use her hero power if you have a disincentive like this. Shield Block's in there for life and to potentially enable a good shield slam. Acolyte of Pain will get a buff and keep drawing you cards, combos well with Whirlwind, Armor Smith, all that jazz. Big Game Hunter, I'm not sure if he actually runs anything greater than 7 attack or higher. I put it in here in case. I think you could take that out, put in another Commanding Shout, put in another minion if you're also taking out Cleave. Frothing Berserkers are great because there's just, you have Whirlwind, you have so much area damage with the spores. You can put this guy out Whirlwind and kill a few spores. He's suddenly up to just a gigantic number. And then you can Commanding Shout to save him if he needs to, charge into a, what's it called? Taunt. Arathi Weaponsmith, just good value. You get a 3/3 out and get a weapon, again useful for just finishing off those spores. Usually not really for trading because you'll be very low on life unless you've already used your shield blocks. Brawl's kind of a catch-all if he gets a board that's overwhelming you and you just want to get it back. Also, it kills off all the spores potential and can give you a... Well, except your creature's not guaranteed to survive. It's mostly just to survive the endgame. If you have something like Sylvanas out, that could be good. If you put it out then Brawl, you will steal whatever survives, and it'll get all the buffs of the spore. The spores. Actually, the order's wrong. Never mind, forget it. Brawl's just in here as a safety if his board's overwhelming. Anyway, so that's the deck. For me, it took out Loatheb in heroic mode on the second attempt. I think it's pretty solid. Again, I think I would take out Big Game Hunter, take out the Cleave, put in a second Commanding Shout. I think that's actually really valuable in this matchup. And put in like a cheapish durable minion. Maybe even Shield Bearer. That seems crazy. Amani Berserker might be pretty good because Spore Burst will enrage it. Yeah, I think this would be an improvement. Could still probably tweak this a bit more. Maybe the Brawl's not necessary. I think if you get to turn 5 and the board's overwhelmed, you're probably dead anyway. So maybe another Amani Berserker. I think this might be a little bit stronger than what I just played with. And maybe have a little bit better win rates. Anyway, so that's the deck. Good luck taking out Loatheb yourself. See you next time.